Hello friends, this is Rsi from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 17, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, we'll take a look at stocks with a very high short ratio, and these stocks can squeeze those short sellers. So we'll take a look at Finviz platform. As you can see here, I got a Finviz Elite subscription, which is a very good value. If you don't have Elite subscription, I recommend getting one. I will leave the link in the description. Please check it out. It's a great platform. You can start with free. Only problem with free is it's not real time. It's delayed prices. And also there is a lot of advertisements which really distracts you from the research. So with that, check out Elite platform, Finviz Elite subscription. It's a great one. It's about $250 per year. It's well worth it. Let's look at the market with the Finviz platform. Look, from a market perspective, on Friday, we had a pretty good day. Market came down. Look, came down again, but toward the end it tries to go higher. So that's a good sign here. Still market is down, as you can see here. Dow Jones down 139. And look at the Nasdaq. Right from the get-go, Nasdaq really came down drastically and tries to go higher toward the end, as you can see here. And S&P 500 also came down in the beginning and finally tries to go higher, but still down for the day, as you can see here. It's an ugly market of late, so that's why you got to be careful. Don't put all your money into short squeeze candidates. Instead, play with maybe 10% of your portfolio, so that way you're very safe. And now let's look at the indices and see what we can make out of the market. So you could go into the futures here. Click on the futures, and as you go into futures, click on indices right here. As you click on the indices, you'll see the indices here, and you can see in a nutshell how the indices are doing, right from Dow Jones, S&P, and so on and so forth. I like to click on these indices and go into a little more detail. Look, we are into Dow Jones Industrial Average. As you can see here, look, market right from 2022 here. This is where 2022 started. Look, relentless downturn here, which is a Fed mandated downturn, as you can see here. And look, market tries to go higher. Knocked down again, tries to go higher, knocked down again. Keep watching the resistance level. We have a nice resistance level. I can see us hitting the resistance level again here, and probably will come back again. This is a Fed mandated downturn here. So Fed is going to meet next week, sometime say 21st or 22nd. I expect stocks to have a rally because they are so much sold off. Most probably Feds will increase the rate by 75 basis points. Then stocks can go higher. And as you can see here, we can click on S&P 500 here. We'll get a nice chart of S&P 500. Same trend, look, right from 2022 right here. Keep watching. Stocks have been selling off, as you can see here. Tries to hit the resistance level, comes back down, and here again down here, went all the way up and came down promptly here. That's what's going on here. You can expect the same thing. It can go again here and then it will knock down. As Fed eases the policy, stock market can go higher, but right now Fed is committed to increasing the rates. And there may be some good news on the geopolitical side, mainly because it looks like China and India are opposing the war between Russia and Ukraine. That could have some benefits on the geopolitical front. We'll keep a watch on it. And look, we got Nasdaq here. You can click on Nasdaq here, and you could see same story here, right from 2022 right here. Keep watching. Nasdaq is more severe downturn, as you can see here, and nice channel down, as you can see here, and resistance level got hit here, came down. I can expect this to go higher and come back down again. This is going to be a down year for most part. And same story, Russell. Look, Russell is also same way. And if you look at Japan Nikkei here, similar trend. It's a little bit holding up a little better. And Euro stocks look same trend. DAX same thing. VIX is it's all over the place, as you can see here. It's a kind of inverse of S&P 500, as you can think of. So that's what's going on here from an overall market perspective. Market is trending down. That's why when you're playing the short squeeze game, be a little bit careful. You don't put all your money. And one of the best way in this market is to have some bullish reversal type things. As market goes slightly higher, you could buy some put option and make some money. That's what I've been doing. That works out pretty well. All right, now let's go into a screener and look at the short candidates here. Look how I have various filters here. For the short, I got a short interest screener here. As I click on short interest, look, I've selected only the columns that I want. I got here price to sales ratio, ticker, float short. This is the short float ratio, and we got a few more columns, as you can see here. I like to look at all these things. That's why when you have a elite membership, you'll get this view here. You can decide what you want to see and just click on them, and you'll get to see just those columns down here. And you could also click on filters. Look, from a filter perspective, I kept it very simple. I have current volume over 1 million shares traded, and you could also say price more than say $1, so that way you don't get into all penny stocks. I can say over $1. Look, I get a list of candidates here, and as you can see here, we got short float here. Right here we got short float. This is also called short ratio. Many folks call short ratio. It's a short float. And as you can see here, it's a very good view. You could also add float to this view here. Right now I think I did not add a float here. We could go back here to the settings here, and we could add a float here. Look, we can go right here to the settings, and we got here short float, as you can see here, and we got various things going on. We could spot float here, and if the float is not there, we can add float. All right, so let's keep watching here. Let me also search here. Look, we got shares float right here. I could click on shares float, and we got shares float added here. Let's see here. I think it's float. All right, let's click and go back to the filters here and go from there. All right, so we got our float also, as you can see here. Now look, we got few things here. I could probably remove one of them here, earnings per share, so that way I can see everything in one place here. Let me remove earnings per share from this view here, so we can see it a little more clearly. All right, so we got PE, EPS. I'll remove EPS for now. And go from there. All right, so we got our view here. Look, this is sorted by short float, float here on a descending order. Stock at the top has got the highest float, as you can see here, which is APRN. And market cap is relatively low, as you can see here. And look, float is very low, just 9.56 million shares float. That tells you it's a low floater. And stock has been doing well in a quarterly basis. Last quarter did nicely. Performance for the year also positive here. But stock is getting beating in a week's time, as you can see here. And also on Friday, stock came down 7%, as you can see here. And we got a few more here. We got Best Buy, AMX, and so on and so forth here. And look at the volume also, right? So we got BBBY. Look at that volume here. Nice, 15 million shares traded. That's a good indication. And we got ABYA. Looks like this one is having a nice day here. It's having a nice short squeeze, as you can see here. Just a very low price stock, just $1.88, as you can see here. It had a nice 10% increase on Friday, and look, it's got a nice short ratio, as you can see here. Avaya had a nice 33% short ratio. This one is having a nice short squeeze, as you can see here. And we also have Rsi Relative Strength Index. So that tells you, is it still good to buy or should you wait? When the RSI is high, above 70 or so, I would not buy at the time. But if the RSI is low, and then you can buy if there is some catalyst. And keep watching here. Finviz platform gives you both insider transactions as well as institutional transactions. It tells you whether the insiders are buying or not. Look, APRN, insiders are buying nicely, but institutions are not buying. You got to be slightly careful in this scenario, but this could be worth buying, mainly because look, RSI is low and it's a low floater. There could be a case that can be made for stock to go higher. And we'll look at a few more details here and go from there. So you could also click on the stock here and get more information, but my favorite way is to click on a snapshot here. You'll get a very good information on this stock here. So let's do one thing. Let's click on snapshot here. The moment you click on the snapshot, you get a nice view here. I like this view a lot. You get to see how the stock is doing over the top period of time here. Look, apron, it's a blue apron. Stock has been going down, but off late stock went higher. Now it's giving all the way back, as you can see here. Look, there is a nice level here. It can bounce off from these levels, and as you see here, looks like it has some good news here. Blue apron becomes first meal kit with the planet FWD. That's a good news here. And as you can see here, insiders are buying. That's a good news. And look, it's got a target price of 9.25, and right now its price is it's about 5.23. Nice. It can go higher to reach the target price, and analysts are saying strong buy. 1.70 means it's a buy right now. So with that, this one checks out here, and as you see here, there's more information. And as you see here, we got few sales. As you can see here, we got few sales going on here. And as you look through the detail here, it's a meal kit type platform here, and you can see other stocks here. Look, BBBY. Look, it had a nice squeeze here. Look, it went up to the sky and came down all the way promptly here. Now it's trying to decide where to go, and as you see here, this could be nice level here. It can go higher from here. And look, it's got insider selling, as you can see here. Institutions also selling. Short ratio is high, so you got to be slightly careful here. Target price is 3.91. Right now it's at $8, so you got to be slightly careful on this one here. But it's a purely speculation type play here. And as you scan through here, you get a few more details. You see here we got CEO, CFO here. I think he sold some while ago, but we got few folks which they have bought back in July. And we got few more here. Look, we got a nice looking chart. Many times you could just go through the charts here. This is one way I kind of get a good idea without spending too much time. Look, just by looking at this, you can make out what to buy. Look, blue apron. It's on a trending down pattern, as you can see here. Nice trending down pattern, and now it's giving back. Look, it's at 5.23 here. A case can be made. It can go higher in this channel. There is a nice channel up here. It can go higher from here. We got BBBY. This one is also, look, it's forming a base here and consolidating. It can also go higher. And we got AMX. Look, AMX is a big time mess right now. Look, it's making all the way down, as you can see here. You should be slightly careful. Upstart is really it's a down start. Right now looks like it's consolidating nicely. At these levels you can slowly accumulate, but be careful with these type of platforms here. Claire, look, stock went higher, but now its Claire is coming down big time here, so you got to be slightly careful. And we got few more here, and look, Sawa here. Sawa is slowly trying to make its way back here. Nice uptick as you can see here. And we got Groupon. Groupon is all the way down, and so on and so forth. And many times, if you want to look at this in little more detail, for example, Sawa, I took a position a while ago. If you want to look at the chart, you could click on the chart here, and you could you could also go on the big chart. With the Finviz platform, now they got a charting platform here. You could go to Sawa and go to the chart here, and you can say Sawa. Look, what Finviz has done is they got the dark mode now, which is good. And look, if you want a smaller time frame, right now it's on a 1 day basis. If you want a smaller time frame, say intraday, you could go into a smaller time frame here. So these guys are look, we got 1M. So you got a nice minute by minute, as you can see here. If you're into intraday or intraday type trading, this gives a good idea. And you could also look at 3-minute chart, as you can see here, and 5-minute chart. As you look through the 5-minute chart, you can see here there's a nice volume right here on Friday, and afterwards it's wondering where to go. That's the aftermarket. And you could look at 15 minutes and see what's going on. Look, stock is it had a nice, it's showing some strength at these levels here. So Sawa could be a good one here. It's a very good meme stock, as many of you know. All right, so this is how we can get to the chart mode. I love their chart mode. They recently introduced this mode. You can toggle between the dark mode and white mode here with this button right here. Look, now it's a dark mode. And you can go back here and back to our chart here. And look, we are right here, and we can go back to screener. And now what we'll do is we'll go from here to the Excel spreadsheet and into little more detail. So as you can see here, I'll take you back to the spreadsheet here. This is a spreadsheet that I compiled. I go to multiple sources. I get the data from Finviz. With Finviz Elite, you can download the entire data set of Finviz in one button click into Excel spreadsheet. That's one of the source for my data here. And I also get the data from multiple other data sources, and I compile it into a spreadsheet where we can make sense. As you can see here, blue apron at the top here. And if you want to get to know a little more details, you could get the details also. Right now this list is sorted by short ratio. Look, I got highest short ratio at the top here, and it's in the descending order. I love to look at the detail and summary. Right now it's a summary page. Just by looking at this, you can see here, look, we got one stock right here, Avaya. Avaya is having some good time. As you can see here, it went higher in 1 day and 5 day and even 1 month. And we got one more here, FUBO here, FUBO TV. Also, it had a nice run. On Friday, it came down, as you can see here. And look, I could extend this here or expand. And you can see here what analysts are thinking about this stock here. Blue apron, as you can see here, it's a strong buy. So you could go along with the analyst strong buy recommendation, and you could buy it from a technical perspective. Right now it's a neutral, but with the high short ratio, you can look into this stock also. And I could also expand right here and look at a few more details. Look, I can see here institutional ownership as well as insider ownership. Look, Blue Apron has got nice institutional ownership, not great. It's got some insider ownership here, 23%. Nice insider buying here. Insiders are buying the stock. As you can scan through here, you got Bed Bath and Beyond. It's got 12 analysts following the stock here, as you can see here, as a hold rating. Look, current stock price is 8, but target price is 4. So you got to be slightly careful here. The target price is below the current price. So it's strong sell rating from a technical perspective and hold rating. As you scan through this here, if you are a little more fundamentally inclined buyer, look at the stocks with strong buy rating. They could be better off here. And you could also look at the stock with the many analysts covering. Look, we got few stocks here beyond meat here. Right here, look, it's got 13 analysts covering it. It's on a hold rating here, strong sell. And look, from a target perspective, current price is 18, target price is 23, as you can see. And as you look through beyond meat here, looks like insiders are buying, insiders are owning 4%, and insiders are selling slightly, but institutions are buying, as you can see here. Keep a very good keep a watch on insider and institutional transactions. When insiders are buying, like Blue Apron here, it's a good one. And we got Claire, looks like institutions are buying. Big lots here, institutions are buying. Keep a watch on such candidates here. Whenever insiders are buying, like Groupon or Avaya, or institutions are buying, that's a good catalyst. And we got few more, as you can see here. Keep a watch on strong buy candidates if you are fundamentally inclined. I can collapse this here. So now we can look at insider and institution and also see what the stock has been doing in near term. Look, many of the stocks are not doing great, but few stocks seem to be doing well because of the market and Fed induced downturn. And look, we got Sirius XM here. This has been stuck in the mud for a while. It goes up and down slightly, but it managed to go higher on Friday, as you can see here. And as you see here, we got a few more here. Look, PVMP here. Nice institutional transaction here. Institutions are buying, but stock is not doing much here. It came down on Friday, as you can see here. And we got a few more here. Got Tattooed Chef, as you can see here. And stock is down as usual. And as you scan through here, I can bring back analyst recommendation. Tattooed Chef is scored by 9 analysts. It is buy rating. Look, we got Revolve Group. It's got a nice 17 analysts covering it. That tells you it's a little more stock which has some covering and nice target price, as you can see here. And this stock, as you see, let's see how it's doing here. Look, stock is down off late here, 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, but looks like in a 10-day time frame it's trying to go higher. You could look at such candidates here because it's a strong buy and there is a lot of analysts backing, as you can see here. And we can also go back here and see what's going on here. Let's bring okay, we got Revolve Group right here, and look, institutions are owning nice chunk of Revolve Group, as you can see here. All right, we got insiders selling, institution buying. That's a good story. And I got a few more, as you can see here. And keep watching stocks where there's a nice insider transaction. Carvana, look, there's a nice insider buying going on. Institutions also buying Carvana. And look, stock is not doing great, but on a 10-day basis, Carvana is still higher, as you can see here. And keep watching RSI here. We got RSI levels. Let's go back here. All right, we got IV rank. Let's right here. So we got RSI also here. Look, RSI is 45, but RSI 7-day is 40. That tells you it's getting weaker at this time. If you're an options trader, keep a watch on option open interest here. We got option open interest right here, and I could expand here. You'll get a few more details. Look, we got option volume here. Option volume tells you on Friday how much option got traded. You got call volume, and you got put volume, and you got put call ratio. Whenever put call ratio is high, for example, you got here big lot, we got a nice and high short ratio, and also there is a nice and high put call ratio. That tells you a lot of people are also buying put option, thinking stock will go lower. Whenever there's a high put call ratio as well as high float or high short float. Those are the candidates where they can really squeeze both put option buyers and short sellers and explode higher. Even same story, the Avaya, look, there's a nice put call ratio here. Put options are 2.85 times higher than call option, and there's a nice option volume, as you can see here. So, if you're an options trader, you got to be watching, these option statistics here. That will give you a nice idea which ones you can play in the option market. All right, so we got a few more here, as you can see. Keep watching the short ratio and also keep watching institution and insider transactions, as you can see here. And the list goes on here. You got a few more things going on here. As you see here, we got a couple of them here. Carvana we talked about, and we got Asana here. Asana has been going up and down off late here. Look, there's a nice insider buy. The CEO, Mr. Dustin, he has been buying. He's a co-founder also, so he's kind of doing a good job buying the stock and supporting it. And we got a few more, as you see here. Keep watch on insider institution here. And look, we got nice institutional buy in Veru here. Look, Veru is going higher. And from an option volume perspective, looks like healthy option volume in Veru. Short ratio is 25%, as you can see here. And what we'll do is we'll probably collapse this here. It's difficult to read all the information. And what we'll do next is we'll go into unusual option volume in this short, in this stock with the high short ratio, and see which one we can buy. All right, so I got a tab here called UOA. It's an unusual option activity, as you can think of. Look, what I've done is I've sorted this by short ratio. Look, we got highest short ratio at the top here, and this is the optional market, as many of you know here. The way to read this chart, it's the eye chart, is we got symbol at the top here. We got best buy. Current price is 8.02 and a nice short ratio. And look, in the option market, folks are really trading the call option. Type is call. Strike price 8.5. And look, moneyness, even though stock is at 8.2, folks are really selling a 8.5 call option. It's a bearish trade, as you can see here. It's the way to detect whether it's bearish or bullish is to look at the last trade here. Last trade is 40 cents. Look at the ask and the midpoint and the bid. The last trade is at bid price here. That's why it's bearish. If the last trade is above the midpoint, then it's bullish. Right now, because it's at the bid, it's bearish, and also the strike price is higher than the current stock price. Somebody is selling the call option, as you can see here, but the premium is not too much. It's just 40 cents. Volume is high. It amounts to $1,300, not too much, as you can see here. It may not be a big institutional trader, could be a smaller type trader here. And as you think through here, we got Bed Bath and Beyond again. Here we got nice premium, as you can see here. We got some bullish trade going on. Bearish trades are less in amount, bullish trades are higher in amount. That tells you Bed Bath and Beyond at these levels probably can buy it, mainly because look, there's a high bullish high premium here in these two sales. And as you can scan through here, look, even though BBBY is at 8.02, look, we got somebody buying put option at 13.5 strike price, which is above 40.6% above the current stock price. So that tells you there we can't really tell whether it's a bullish or bearish. The way to detect it is by looking at the last price. Look, last price is higher than the midpoint. That's why you can assume, or you can understand this must be a bullish trade here. But you gotta be careful. It's not a foolproof analogy, but many folks will look at the midpoint. If the last trade is above midpoint, it may be a bullish candidate. And same story here, we got one more put here. In this scenario, look, stock price is 8.2 and the moneyness is 0.2. That tells you somebody traded put just slightly below the current stock price, 0.2% below the current stock price. And this is also a bullish trade, mainly because the last price is 0.55. It's near the midpoint, as you can see here. That's why it came up as a bullish at this time here. And the list goes on, as you can see here. We got a few more here, upstart and so on and so forth. Keep a watch on bullish, bearish. It will give a good indication. All right, so we got a few more here. Look, Avaya, we got a lot of bearish print going on here. Look, we got a neutral, $3,000, and we got bullish or bearish actually, nice $5,000 here. Probably folks are betting it will go lower. And we got a call option traded at $2, and it's 6% below the current stock price, with the strike price $2 as you can see here. And the list goes on here. Look, we got a few more here. Keep a watch on bullish, bearish. We got Beyond Meat here. Looks like there is some bullish print in Beyond Meat, as you can see here. But we got a nice bearish also here with the $9,000 premium collected here. So this is how you could you could understand whether it's a bullish or bearish by comparing the last price and see if the last price is above the midpoint or below the midpoint here. Look, right now we got 4.50. It's below the midpoint here. That's why it's marked as bearish, as you can see here. This is a good idea. Many folks, what they will do is they will not worry about this 1,000 to 2,000 premium. Instead, they want to look at little bigger premium. You could really go here, and instead of 1,000 here, I can tell I want only stocks where premium is more than $10,000. So this could be a little bigger folks here. Look, now we are into a little more shorter list here. Look, we got a bearish print here in Upstart, mainly because last price is 7.15, which is at the bid. That tells you Upstart is having some tough time here. And we got neutral in Teledoc here. Teledoc, as you can see here, somebody's trading put option above the current stock price. Its stock price is 30, put option strike price is 35, as you can see here. And we got bearish print in GameStop here and AMC, as you can see here. Look, there's a nice premium here. This may not be a small time player. Looks like these two are bearish. And we got bullish in Williams Sonoma, as you can see here. We got put options traded, and as you can see here, it's really below the current price. Look, 12% below the current stock price. Looks like it's a bullish print here. By looking at the last price, 9.70, which is at the ask. That's why folks are buying. They're putting $19,000. A good deal here. And we got Coinbase. Coinbase seems to be bearish, as you can see here. We got a nice $39,000 and $16,000 premium here. That tells you these are bearish, mainly by looking at the last price here, which is closer to the closer to the ask or below the midpoint, as you can see. And we got a few more here. We got BTU here. Looks like BTU, it's an energy company like many of you know here. BTU is bullish. You could probably trade along with this these folks here. Look, BTU, they're buying call option, trading call option, but look, currently stock price is at 20 and the strike price is at they're buying at 15 or trading at 15. Looks like they're buying in the money call option. That's a good deal here. That's how you have to play here. They're putting some good chunk of money to work here, and stock the short ratio is also slightly higher, as you can see here. And you got PLTK here. Same story here. Folks are putting $44,000 into it, and look, current price is $10. And this one is a put option here, $15 put option. And as you see here, we got here last price 5.20 here, which is above, which is above the midpoint here. This could be bearish here, mainly because it's above the midpoint here. I can look and see why it gave us a bullish, but at least it looks like it's above the midpoint. This might be the bearish on PLTK, and PLTK might be going down. And then we got Billy here, Chinese stock, as many of you know here. Look, we got $37 premium here, and look, we got put option here at $30, and the current stock price is $17. Looks like somebody's really buying some put option to protect themselves way above the current stock price here. That's why look, last price is 13.16, which is below the midpoint. That's why it's bearish. So we got to be careful with these type of Chinese stocks. So with that, we'll end here. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.